At a second guard spot, Jonathan Lloyd averaging 9 points and 6 assists per ball game. Third guard position, another guard position is going to be Doug Gibson at 5 per ball game. At forward is going to be Fudge Moore, number 31, averaging 10.5 points and 9.5 rebounds per contest. That 9.5 boards per game is 10th best in TBL play. And then the other forward position is going to be Trevon Bentley. Bentley averaging 15 points per contest. The ball is up, tipped at 7:04, and controlled by the Bobcats. Headed to our right. Here's Hawthorne flipping it left side over to Lloyd. Back up top to Hawthorne. Fires up a 3 to get things started. Short off the front of the rim. Fudge Moore tries to save it. It's tipped free and finally picked up by Columbus. Columbus down to the left side of the floor. The officials tonight, Jerry Middleton, Dan Beecham, and Andrew Walzak. The Bobcats kind of in their blue/turquoise jerseys as the 3 is fired up and misfired. And then the white numbers and lettering with black trim, and the Columbus Condors in their, I'd say, old school Houston Rockets type uniforms with the navy blue, some white pinstripes with a little bit of red trim, white numbers and lettering. Here's the ball knocked free. It hits the baseline, and it will stay with Kokomo. We are scoreless with 45 seconds gone by. Hawthorne will trigger it in from the baseline beneath his own hoop, slaps the orange, and no look passes it into Lloyd. Fires it left side to Gibson, underneath to wide open Bentley for 2. And the Bobcats have the first points of the contest, 2-0, with 1 minute gone by. Here is Ballard bringing up the rock himself for Columbus. Fires it into the corner to Thomas, rises for a long 2, hits nothing but the bottom of the net, and we are tied at 2 apiece. Thomas from Pike also played collegiately at Kent State in the MAC along with IUPUI. Here's Lloyd, the former Oregon Duck, looks right, then passes to Duck Gibson. Far side, hanging on to it, Hawthorne. Gives it up. Gibson works it right. Touch pass Lloyd underneath. Bentley high off the backboard and in. And it's 4-2 Bobcats with a minute and a half gone by. Ballard has it right now, matched up 1-on-1 against Hawk. Hawthorne fires up a contested fadeaway 3. Off the iron into the arms of Fudge Moore for Kokomo. Gibson quickly down the floor, pull up from the baseline, too strong, and rebounded by Ballard for Columbus. Bobcats on top 4-2. Nearly 2 minutes gone by here in this opening stanza. Ballard pivots around, finds Thomas with it. Between the circles, trying to shake free of Lloyd, can't do so. Picks up the rock, he'll pass it off, and now a player stumbles. That's Council. Battle for the loose ball. I think we're going to have a tie ball, and we will have a jump ball as a result off the free throw line in the front court for Columbus. 9:53 to go here in the opening stanza, 4-2 Bobcats. I don't think we had a jump ball last time here. Felt like in the early portion of the season we had a jump ball every other time down the floor.
We definitely did.
Now we have a stoppage here as one of the ball boys wipes up where the players just fell on the floor. And the players dab it with their sneakers to make sure it's to their liking. So it's going to be Gibson jumping for Kokomo against Council for Columbus. Both players listed at 6'3". Gibson has ups. And it is, well, it should have been controlled by Kokomo. He actually tipped it out of bounds, so it will stay with Columbus. Gibson won the tip. Lloyd couldn't track it down, though, before it went out of bounds along that baseline. So Columbus basketball, 9:51 to go, and now the officials will get together. And they will leave things the way they are. Here's a quick lob in, then the ball's poked free. Lloyd has it for Kokomo. Lloyd with the quick hands, bounce pass ahead to Bentley with the reverse layup for 2, and it's 6-2 Kokomo.
And Lloyd leaving off where he left last game with a 13-assist game. 2 in the early going here.
That's another quick one there. There's a fadeaway for Ballard. Too strong into the arms of Hawthorne. He flips it on to Lloyd in the front court already. Lloyd shuffles it over to Hawthorne. Top of the key, takes a step in, out to Lloyd, gets past Thomas, pulls up, 2-point shot, rimmed it no good, and rebounded by Columbus's Brown. Brown in the front court, matched up against Bentley. Brown takes it to the top of the key. Still with the handle. Now Brown hop steps into the lane. I think we're going to get another held ball. Nice defense there by the Bobcats. We'll have another jump ball opportunity. Brown was trying to do a little bit too much one-on-one action. And so he will be jumping against Hawthorne for Kokomo. Brown does have the size advantage there, so he's listed at 6'5", Hawthorne at 6'3". 9:09 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Kokomo on top by 4. Tip controlled by the Bobcats. Lloyd, quick bounce pass ahead to Gibson. Look out! 2 hands for safety, and the Bobcats lead it 8-2 after the slam dunk by Martrellian Gibson.
And again, just what a look by Lloyd there. Great court vision.
Ballard with a shot fake in the front court for the Columbus. Bounces it in the corner to Thomas. Back to Ballard. 3. Airballed and pulled down by Kokomo's Gibson. Bobcats on top by a half dozen. Lloyd passes right side. Now it's dumped underneath to Bentley. Backs his way into the paint. Kicks it outside now. Lloyd hangs on to it in the corner to Gibson. Long 2. Baseline. Swish. And a great start for the Bobcats. They are on top 10-2. 8:20 to go here in the opening quarter of play from Memorial Gym. I'm Chris Lowry alongside Addison Horner. Thanks for tuning in on your Saturday night. Here's Brown on the left wing. Gets a screen set, maintains dribbles, flings it right side to Ballard. Cross-court pass. Here's a drive. Might have been offensive foul, and I think they're going to get a blocking foul on Gibson. It looked like Osborne got away with the shove before the drive, and Gibson is slow to get up because he was hit where you don't want to be hit. And he's asking to come out, and he's in some pain right now.
That's tough. Tough for Gibson there, taking that charge and having it overturned.
Trey Mitchell's going to come on for the first time. Again, it looked to me that Osborne committed a couple of offensive fouls on that drive.
Definitely threw an elbow out there.
Yep.
Had more.
So Gibson will walk back to the locker room. He will be okay in about 5 minutes. Until then, he's not okay. As we have another stoppage here to clean up the floor. Doesn't feel too bad. Now, we're cheating again. We saw some fans near us, but it's not too bad in the gym tonight. But we've noticed the last 3 ball games that whenever players hit the floor, they are taking time wiping it up with mops and with sneakers, both players and officials. Decent turnout tonight as well. I know there's a contest across the street as well on the ball diamond. But a lot of Bobcats fans in here. They like the hustle and grit of this successful Kokomo team. Glad to be a part of the action here at Memorial Gym tonight. Just 2 more games left after tonight. Next weekend, Friday and Sunday. And then playoff time. There's first free throw for Osborne. He knocks it down. Again, the Condors, number 4 in the 2019 TBL. In terms of free throw shooting, they knocked down 78% at the stripe as a team. And they knock them both down here. 10-4, Kokomo on top by 6. Lloyd over to Mitchell, who's just inserted into the ball game for Gibson. Now far side's Hawthorne. Flips a pass to Lloyd on the right wing. Back to Hawthorne. Far corner, Mitchell bluffs a shot. Likes that corner 3. There's a drive for Hawthorne. He'll give this up to Lloyd. Faked a pass, kept it, and finds himself open for a layup, but he'll be called for the double dribble. He started to pass it and then just kind of bobbled the ball. It was kind of awkward looking. And the official calls that a double dribble, so Kokomo turns it over. And Columbus basketball trailing 10-4. Here's the inbounds, flipped into Thomas amidst a little bit of full court pressure. And Osborne will bring it up. Get it over to Ballard. Near the left elbow, tries to back his way in against Hawthorne, reaching for the Bobcats. They can't get it. Here's a long 3 for Brown, and he drills it. Todd Brown for 3. And now it's 5 unanswered for Columbus to get back into this one. It's a 10-7 contest. Hawthorne has it for Kokomo. Hangs on to it and then flips it left side. Lob to the free throw line over to Fudge Moore. He'll just rise for 2. Rimmed it no good. Mitchell's crashing the glass, battling with it with Bentley. Bentley will grab it, toss it up, and it'll fall through. Trayvon Bentley from Saginaw, Michigan, ends that mini 5-0 burst for the visitors, and it's 12-7 good guys. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter of play. Here's a contested 2 for Ballard. Hit the front of the rim, and Mower has the rebound for the Bobcats. Lloyd in the front court, directing traffic. Gives it up right side. Hawthorne open for 3. High arcer, yes. Derek Hawthorne gives the Bobcats an 8-point lead at 15-7.
You can really see the urgency in the Bobcats club. Just trying to get out on the run, knowing Columbus is only playing with 5 or 6 guys.
Here's a dish far side. It's Osborne with it. Shot fake, excuse me, that's Council. Shot fake and then lays it in from the left side. Nice layup that time for Council. Here's another three for Hawthorne, and he gets it again from the far side. Back-to-back triples for Hawthorne, and the Bobcats have their largest lead of the game at 18-9. Here's Ballard with it, straddling the high school three-point line. Dish right side over to Thomas in the corner, hoisted up. Council this time, no good. High off the iron, Bentley has it on the run. Bobcats don't have numbers, but Bentley goes all the way, tries to finish with the left hand and unable to do so. Probably should have pulled that one out. But it's Columbus basketball with 5:40 to go in the quarter. Brown shuffles this up to top of the key. Ballard with the shot fake. He's in trouble. Swiped at. Here come the Bobcats. It's a 4-on-1. Lloyd behind the back. Hawthorne slam dunk. There's another dime for Jonathan Lloyd. He's putting on a show, and the Bobcats lead by double figures at 20-9. Here's Thomas. Left side, front of the rim, no good for two. Gets his own miss. Out for a three-point look, and that is drilled by Boo Osborne. 20-12, Bobcats by 8. Kick in the corner, Mitchell, three ball, rims it out, no good. Ball tipped, picked up by Moore in the paint, needs help. He gets it stripped, gathers it back, throws it out. Hawthorne's all alone, right wing, not this time. And the rebound comes to Brown for Columbus. Bobcats by 8. Brown far side of the floor in the front court. Matched up against Mitchell, dribbled off his foot, or maybe Mitchell knocked it free. Brown still has it, drives in, forces up a shot, and knocks it down from about 5 feet along the baseline. 20-14, we have a football score here as the Bobcats lead by 6. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. We still have not had a media timeout. Hawthorne hangs on to it near the timeline. Kicks in the right side corner to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it on the deck and tried to go backdoor there to Bentley. Mitchell thought he was going to cut, and that bounce pass sails out of bounds, so that'll take us to a media timeout after the turnover. Bobcats lead Columbus 20-14. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on 1350 AM WIOU Kokomo. Welcome back to Memorial Gym. Chris Lowry, Addison Horner with you. Bobcats on top 20-14. 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Ballard with it for Columbus in the front court. Works it left side to Brown. Rises for three, and there you go. Todd Brown has 8. He matches the 8 of Hawthorne and Bentley for Kokomo. It's a 20-17 contest. That is now 8 unanswered for Columbus after the Bobcats led 20-9. Here's Lloyd, gets it into A.J. Patty, who's on for the first time in a couple weeks. His long two is short. Battle for the loose ball. Bentley was there, and then we're going to have a whistle and a kick ball, and it will stay with Kokomo with 3:45 to go here in the quarter. Nice to see Patty back out there for the Bobcats, their second leading scorer at 18 per ball game. And speaking of numbers, we knew he had a couple assists already, but how about Jonathan Lloyd?
Jonathan Lloyd, 7 assists already in this first quarter.
Goodness.
And we thought that 13-assist game was crazy last week.
He's on pace to beat that by halftime.
And good to see A.J. Patty back out here.
Yes.
50 points in a game against Las Vegas earlier this season. Wouldn't complain if we got to see something like that again.
As Coach Cliff called it, it was a quiet 52. He said it was just a consistent 12 or 13 per quarter as we have a ball tipped out of bounds. Columbus is saying they didn't touch it. The officials will discuss.
Well, I don't think anybody would ever complain about 52 points in a game.
No. It will stay with the Bobcats. 3:42 to go in the quarter. It's Mitchell with it on the inbounds right wing. Takes it between the circles, left hip pocket, dishes left side to Patty. On the perimeter, up top Hawthorne. Works the right side to Lloyd. Here's Patty flashing to the right elbow, kicks in the corner to Bentley, and he'll hit a long two. Just beats the shot clock as Bentley knocks that one down, and it's 22-17. I believe. They haven't put it up. Now they do. Okay, 22-17, Bobcats by 5. 3:15 to go here in the quarter, and here's a whistle away from the ball, maybe on the cut, and it will be. They're going to call Bentley for a hold is what they're going to call him for, as Ballard was trying to flash towards the cup. Bentley grabbed part of that jersey, so foul the Bobcats. Bobcats have been whistled for 2 fouls. How about Columbus? 0 fouls so far, which is key, with just 6 guys available.
Yep, that's what they've got to do tonight.
Here's Ballard. He finds himself open for a drive, missed the layup. He hits the deck. He looks up for a call. It's a 5-on-4 for the Bobcats. Here's Lloyd out to Hawthorne. Stutter step, drives in the corner, and racing back to knock it out of bounds. Oh, I beg your pardon. I guess it was off of Kokomo. And I think we might have another media timeout here. This will be our second media timeout. So another media timeout, 2:56 to go in the quarter. Kokomo 22, Columbus 17. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on 1350 AM WIOU Kokomo and online at TBL TV.
As small towners, we've always had a heart for the heartland.
Which is why we're excited to join T-Mobile's Hometown Initiative.
As the leader in 5G, T-Mobile is investing billions in 5G upgrades for small towns across America. We're bringing more choice and affordability and creating 7,500 new jobs in rural America over the next few years.
Check out everything T-Mobile can do for your town. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym. Bobcats on top 22-17 with 2:45 to go here in the opening quarter. We're going to have a whistle and a foul on the Bobcats near the timeline. Lloyd saying I didn't really do much, and the official says otherwise.
Got to go by his word, I guess.
Lloyd with a wry smile. Bobcats led by double figures at 20-9. Right now it's 22-17 scores. We approach the end of the first quarter. Here's drive for Thomas. Out, 3-point shot on the way, and that's hit again by Boo Osborne. His mother named him Elias. He goes by Boo. And it's 22-20. Bobcats by 2. Here's Edwards in the ballgame for the first time, and he loses it in the lane. And Columbus could take the lead this time down the floor. Bobbled by Ballard. He's having all sorts of issues and finally gives it up to Brown. Brown hangs onto it near the scorer's table. Now puts on the deck, gets past Edwards, drives in, and he gets his shot deflected by Lloyd. But I think they're going to get Lloyd for a second foul. No, they will. Yeah, they will. It's going to go on Lloyd. So he picks up 2 quick ones with 2:07 to go here in the quarter. And there's a chance all of a sudden for this ball game to be tied. We have only had 1 lead change in this one, and that was the first points of the ball game for Kokomo. Free throw good, 22-21. Lloyd will take a seat, and Kokomo's own Armand Bridgeforth is out there. Saw Armand and Marcel Kinner kind of going back and forth in pregame warm-ups, and then I was talking with Eric Bowen, who's in the house, another former Kokomo Wildcat. He has floor seats. So Eric's been teammates with both these guys. He said, man, I would have loved something like this a few years ago when I was living here. Free throws are both good. We're tied at 22. Here's Trey Mitchell winding up and knocking down a 3-point shot in front of the Columbus Condor bench. So we were tied just for a few seconds. Kokomo back on top 25-22. Basketball, far side, Brown. Stutter step, step back, contested 2. Off the iron, no. And Patty snags the rebound with those long arms on a 6'8" frame. Minute 35 to go in the quarter. Bridgeforth gives up to Patty. Far side Mitchell. Shot fake. Drives in. Stops the baseline. Pivots around. Finds Bridgeforth. Slides it right side to Hawthorne. Step back 2 straight away. Can't get the bounce. And Brown has the carom for Columbus. Bobcats by 3. Step back. Ballard for the tie. Not this time. Tip for the rebound. Hits out of bounds. They'll say Kokomo touched it last. And the official realized he pointed the wrong way and points the other way. I was trying not to criticize too much unless it's like blatant, but
I was feeling the same way there.
it didn't look like the correct call, so he overruled himself, and here comes Kokomo. Bridgeforth, top of the key, right side to Mitchell. Gets underneath to Edwards. The Gary native, back to the basket, double team comes, gives it up. Here's Hawthorne, top of the key. One-arm pass slung into the corner to Patty. He's in some trouble, needs help, pivots around, tries to force it up off the glass, somehow made the shot, and he was fouled with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. A.J. Patty with some nifty footwork, and he gets his first points for Kokomo in a couple weeks after he was out due to injury.
Looks like Hakeem Olajuwon out there.
It's actually a very apt description. 27-22. How much do you remember of Hakeem, though?
Just 2K.
You're younger. Okay, 2K. I was watching highlights, and there's a missed free throw, and the rebound put up and in by Edwards. I was watching highlights of old school Phoenix Suns as I'm getting hyped for the conference finals.
Of
and
course.
I was watching the Kevin Johnson dunk against the Dream from several years back as Ballard gets fouled on the left side of the floor. I remember as a kid watching that and screaming as KJ dunked it over Hakeem. 29-22 the score here. The Bobcats by 7, 43.5 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. Columbus has not gone to the bench yet as that free throw's too long. They have just one guy on the bench. They brought just 6 with them tonight. That's Anthony Stewart, who's not played yet. And the Bobcats have a full complement of players at their Coach Livingston's disposal this evening. Second free throw rattled in and good. Bobcats by a half dozen with 40 seconds to play. Bridgeforth barks out orders for Kokomo. Bobcats in their light blue jerseys tonight. I think these are my favorite ones. We've seen several. I like these ones.
That's a nice shade.
It is.
I enjoy it.
Here's Bridgeforth, left side
Good
lane.
look.
What a rifled pass to Patty, who's open for the layup. I think Bridgeforth has taken some dime-dropping lessons from Jonathan Lloyd. That had some mustard on it. 31-23, the lead back up to 8 for Kokomo. And there's about a second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Columbus can essentially play for the final shot of the quarter. And unless they throw it in the backcourt where Thomas will pick it up, they'll must say it was deflected. Here's Columbus in the front court with 4 in the corner, an open 3, 2 seconds to go, and a shot is bricked off the front of the iron, and that'll do it for the quarter. The Bobcats led by as many as 11, and they will take an 8-point lead into the second quarter. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on 1350 AM, WIOU Kokomo. Whoa, what happened to the scoreboard?